Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Okay, in this lesson we are going to be placing views onto sheets in preparation for printing our work in an official capacity, I suppose. Okay, so we will be using the default sheet in the template for this example or this lesson, and it is a large sheet. It is an A0, which is quite big, but again we're just using whatever is straight out of the box to keep things simple. Okay, now best thing to do with sheets etc is to find out where they are. Okay, so follow the cursor. I now have a little green dot, which makes life a little bit easier for you to view. All right, so if we go to our project browser here, okay, scroll down here, and you will see a little thing called Sheets. Okay, so this is where all our sheets live. And by default, we have a 101 unnamed sheet there. Okay, so we just need to double click that and open it up. So double click. Okay, ignore that little cancel, save it, or thing like that. And here is the sheet that Autodesk supply us. Okay, so let's just zoom in, show you very briefly what is there. So we've got a space for a logo, consultant information, project address. These are our revisions, so if we change things within a project, we can record them for quality assurance purposes, and some project information. And we're not going to populate any of that today. We're simply just going to put the views onto the sheets and go from there. Okay, right, so I'm just going to get that into the center of my screen right here. So the way we transfer images onto the sheet, very, very simple. Okay, so let's say I have, a good thing to do here is to open up your view just to double check what you got. So here's my ground floor. I'm going to double click on that. Right, so this is the view plan that I want to add in. Okay, so that's looking okay for me as a basic item. So back to my screen there, and what I do is I go into my project browser, the floor plans, there's my ground floor, so this is the one I want. Okay, so the step is hold the left mouse button down, okay, and that will start a drag function. Okay, so holding my left mouse button down, drag, and you'll see that there's a little plus symbol next to the cursor. That means it's grabbed that view. Now I can let go of the left mouse button now, because it has actually acquired that item. Okay, and left, so I'm just going to move my cursor. We get a preview of the viewport or the extents of the view, so I'm just going to go there and left click to place it. Okay, so you'll see that whatever is in this screen here, okay, which includes the elevation markers, okay, that appears in here. Now, in addition to the view that is there, Revit will also bring up a viewport title. Okay, and this is included in the viewport. Okay, so whatever name is here in your browser, you will see it here as well, and the scale. Okay, this number here is the number of the view on the sheet. Okay, so this is the first view that I've put onto the sheet, so it is view number 1. Okay, so if let's repeat that. let's put some elevations on. Okay, so I'm going to start with the east elevation. Okay, so again, hold the left mouse button down, drag it onto the screen until you see that little plus symbol, and there we see the same thing. Okay, little rectangle showing us the um, outline of the viewport, and left click to drop it down, and all of the information that we see on the viewport or in that view is now in here. Okay. So I'm just going to repeat the process. I'm going to do the north elevation. Right. And you'll also see as we're placing images down, Revit is showing a little light blue line there just to say that the text is lining up. It just helps us with general presentation. Yeah. And again, the south elevation, use my little blue line to at least line up my text, and my west elevation, again we see that little cursor, that little plus symbol. Okay, and I've probably got room in there to add a section. So section 1, I'm going to do the same there again. Righty-ho. And I'm just going to go left click there. And the section view obviously is just showing what's happening inside the house through a particular cut section. Okay, so yeah, fairly simple process. Okay, so we get ground floor, there's view number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now the beauty of these viewports is that now that they are on the screen or on my sheet, I can actually go into these. So I can double click here. So I'm just going to do that again. Ooh. Okay. So there's 2 ways to get into the viewport. Okay. I'll do the first one. Right click, activate view. Okay. I can no longer hit the, I can't do anything with the title block or the other views. I can only use the view here. Okay, and from here, I could potentially, I can go back in here and I can draw. Okay, so I might need to add another wall. I might want to add a door into there. Okay, it is the exact same environment that we would see from the viewport. Okay, but now it's just on the screen, which means we're not going to overrun the page. Okay, if I want to hop out of this area, okay, right click, deactivate the view. Now I can select the title block or the page or the sheet and manipulate that. Okay, another way to go in there, zoom in, just double left click, and that will do exactly the same. It will activate the view. It means I can come in here, I can now do more work like that. If I want to then just double click away from that viewport to come back in, so that I'm back into my sheet view. Okay, so that's it. So a little bit of practice there. The next video, we're probably going to look at how to print these onto a PDF. Okay, but until then, we will see you soon.